bitching. How y'all doing? Merry Christmas Eve and Merry Christmas. Tomorrow's Christmas. Today's Christmas Eve. Today I might actually get some Poppy John's. Finally, because Marisol and Javier, man, are coming back to my building later. Which is nice. I'm actually really glad to hear that, so that maybe they could stick around and, or if not, get Papa John's. You know, if I don't finish the building, it's whatever. I'm still gonna get out by like 1 o'clock. But that'd be hella cool if we can get like a pizza or something. That would be hella nice. Because she did say the next time we work together, we would get some pizza. But yeah, they noticed that they all noticed that I shaved in there. I was like, yeah, baby face. I am now the baby face. Anyway, Merry Christmas Eve, everybody, and Merry Christmas, because I highly doubt anybody's gonna see this fucking video by tomorrow. So, I wish these videos would get more views, but there's just nothing going on to do so, you know what I mean? All I could do is just talk about life and try to make funny out of it, but, you know, and then sometimes it could be real and serious, and it sucks to have to do that, because I know a lot of people don't like hearing negativity, other than if you're watching a movie that's a true story of somebody, and that's different, but a YouTube video of a random guy who only has not even 350 subs, just like, who the fuck cares about that guy, right? Who the fuck cares about that guy? Anyway, so I clocked in. I'm already heading out to the first building. I'll get there by 6:15. Perfect, so I can fucking get out earlier. Awesome. So I brought me some snap peas for lunch. Well, I mean, as a morning snack, more or less, because I might get Papa John's at the end of the day, so that would be nice. But yeah, Marisol's. Javier told me he was going to go back to the building to finish the last 4 rooms, and I told him, okay, well, that's cool. And then Marisol was like, can I go too? I was like, sure. You know, go for it. And Javier was like, yeah, sure, come on. If you want, let's go. Let's do it. So Felicia and one other manager, Allie, hasn't been there, so that's kind of cool. You know, they're not really there. They're probably off on an early Christmas vacation already or some shit. Probably not going to be here Friday either. I already know it. But anyway, hope y'all are doing well. To be real, I am trying to get by the best I can, because, you know, it's going to be kind of, it's going to be a good Christmas, but it's going to be kind of a more quieter Christmas for me. So I'll tell you, the worst, it's never going to be as bad as Christmas of 2016. That was the worst Christmas of my whole life. Did I ever talk about that? Oh, shit. Did I ever talk about the worst Christmas of my whole life? I thought I was gonna go for the green, but nah, I don't really like running greens unless I'm on a lot closer. The worst Christmas of my life. And I've had plenty of really great Christmases, so I'm not gonna say I have a best Christmas. Christmas was a lot funner when I was a kid, though. You know, it's not as fun now being an adult, but still, I love Christmas. Christmas will never be one of my least favorite holidays ever. But, you know, Christmas is indeed one of the best holidays ever. But I do have a worse Christmas, and I've never talked about it on YouTube, but I'm going to today, especially since it's been 9 years. 9 years ago, yesterday. So, actually 9 years ago, I don't know, sometime randomly this week or the week before, 9 years ago in general, since Thanksgiving, I lived in California. And FYI, I hated living in California. I mean, I liked it when I first started living there, but I hated where I was living at, man. If I had my own house and my own bed and not living under crazy people, then who knows where that would have gone. But since I was living with crazy people, I did not have a great time living in California with any of the people we stayed with. You know, I did not. I never got to visit San Francisco either. I never got to visit Los Angeles. Never got to visit Huntington Beach. Is that what it's called? Huntington Beach. Never got to visit any of those nice places. I mean, I never even been to Sacramento, and I passed by Sacramento multiple times. But I've never even got to go in there, at least that I can recall. That's a cop. So try not to dink around too much on this road. But anyway, yeah, these roads are dead this morning. It's dead. So, but continuing on, yeah, I've never got to visit any of... Gabby's been to Los Angeles and San Francisco. I've never been to either of those places ever. No one's ever taken me. But I have been to the fantastic Las Vegas Christmas of 2016. And it was still the worst fucking Christmas of my life. So, we left like on the 23rd of December 23rd, I think, because we were only in Las Vegas for a day. So we left the 23rd, got there like 2:30 in the morning, Christmas Eve. Man, I tell you, Las Vegas is still one of the best places I've ever got to see in my life. It still fucking is. Even on the worst Christmas, I still made the best of Christmas Eve. It was one of the best Christmas Eves, but not with the people I was with, other than my dad and my sister. So, that Christmas Eve, we got there at like 2:30 in the morning, and my sister and older sister, so I had two sisters in the car. There was my oldest sister, who is fucked up out of her mind today, and I guess she still was 9 years ago. And her boyfriend, they're married now, but her boyfriend at the time, and their kids, their 3 young boys who were like 10, however the fuck old they were, I don't know. They drove me, well not the one of the twins, but yeah, well, it's not their fault. They're all handicapped, one way or another. But anyway, so they were smoking and drinking while driving and all that stuff. And my dad, of course, my dad didn't quit that smoking life. And I don't know about drinking, but, my dad wasn't all there either. He was just as bad as everyone else, right? No, he wasn't really drinking, but we were all smoking pot in the car. We were all smoking pot in the car with a little pipe and all that stuff. And, I don't do that shit no more, and I wish I never done that shit. But, I wanted to be part of the cool crowd, so I would smoke with Gab. I would smoke with just whoever the fuck was in the car, right? Because it was just pot. It was just instant little pot. I will say pot is, it's not all that, but was what it was. I liked it. I liked smoking pot when I was a teenager. I did, I'll admit that. But anyway, so we got there, we got in our rooms, we stayed in the Excalibur building, man, and man, let me tell you, it was fucking gorgeous, dude. That building, oh my god, dude, the Excalibur building is just so gorgeous, right? The whole city of Las Vegas was gorgeous. I almost called it Los Angeles. I am the only one on this road. So, we're there. We all get some sleep. We wake up early that morning, and you could see the one of the towers, the towers of the because it's built like a castle. The Excalibur's a castle building. So we could see the tower and all that stuff, one of the towers, right? And man, that's what we would see out the window, is just the towers. And wow, dude. And so we got up, we all got out. We can walk around the casinos because, you know, it's an open hotel casino. So it's technically the first time I've ever seen slot machines, I think. I wish this light would turn red. I mean, just kind of sitting here. But I don't want to go if there's a car coming randomly out of nowhere. So that's why I'm just sitting here waiting. So, what did we do that day? I don't know if we went and got breakfast or even what we ate. I don't remember what we ate. I just know what we ate on the way back, and I got sick. But I don't remember if we ate anything extravagant there or whatever. But when we were there, I remember we drank like beer or some shit out of this really long cup. It was nasty as fuck. Yeah, they would drink beer, and they would mix the beer with like Pepsi or Coke, and it was fucking nasty. It was disgusting. And I remember that. And I think we just walked the strip the whole day. I remember wondering where all the nice cars were, but believe it or not, there was not that many nice cars. Surprisingly, I only seen one Lamborghini the whole time I was in Vegas. I thought it was going to be very extravagant. I thought I was going to see Ferraris. I thought I was going to see Bugattis. I thought I was going to see fucking Aston Martins. I thought I was going to see everything, GTRs. I was like, where's all these cars, man? I thought people live the life extravagant out here. But I only seen one Lamborghini Huracan. And then that was it. So it's not as extravagant with the cars. So, which was kind of a bummer, because that's why I really wanted to go. Because again, I didn't value the cars. I didn't value stuff because of value, because I didn't have to work for anything yet. I didn't know how finances work and money worked, you know. But I wanted it when I saw it. I was in awe and wanted it, you know what I mean? But I didn't get irritated with people for the rich life like I do now, you know, like. But anyway, you know, if you work hard enough for it, then you earn it. But if you're being a YouTuber playing video games, you know, getting millions off of that, it's a major fuck you, you know what I mean? You know, because that's not work. That's not work. That's not hard-earned work. So that's why I started losing a lot of respect for YouTubers and stuff like that. Because, you know, they don't need to be making money off of playing games and vlogs and traveling the world. And I bought a $32 million house just to get $32 million off of that video. You know what I mean? It's like, no. You know what I mean? But anyway, I'm branching off. But yeah, there were no real nice cars. I saw the fake Empire State Building. I saw the other Space Needle with the rides, the roller coasters on it. We didn't go up there, but I saw it, you know. We would drive out of the city for some reason. I don't remember what. We would go and visit, you know. But man, you know, we walked the strip almost the whole day. You know, that was really nice. We would see the houses that were out there, you know. I remember seeing the MGM Grand, the Mandalay Bay before the shooting. We were actually going to go there that weekend that shooting happened, but I've already talked about that maybe not a dozen times, but quite a few times, specifically around my birthday. But that's a story that's already been talked about. But yeah, we would see the little lake that they got there that shoots the water up in the air. We went in Caesar's Palace, and oh my gosh, man, that was so nice. But of course, we were supposed to stay there the whole weekend. We were supposed to stay there after Christmas, stay the whole weekend, right? Until my dumbass drunk sister and her boyfriend at the time lost their fucking kid in the fucking strip for 3 hours. I was like, well, that's fucking great. And I instantly knew it was because of those two idiots not watching their kids. But then again, I guess we all could have been watching the kids. Because, you know, they're not my kids, so I wasn't going to watch them. But still, you know, they were my nephews and all that. But I don't know. That was a pretty sad fucking time, really. Being in that environment with people, those people, was just sad for them and sad for us, you know, but hard for us, hard for them. I will admit that it wasn't hard for just us. So, but yeah, so they found the kid by police officers, and then it turned for the worst. We all went home that night, or not home. We all went back to our rooms. We went to sleep. I was like, all right, tomorrow's another day. Gonna enjoy Christmas morning. And then I got woken up. PJ, we're going home. PJ, we're going home. We're packing up and going home. On fucking Christmas Day, we drove home all fucking day long. It's true. That was the worst fucking Christmas of my life. Wow, it is empty in this parking lot. It is fucking empty in this parking lot. There's only one car. Oh, man. It's gonna be empty today and fucking Friday. I already know it. But yeah, dude, it was the worst Christmas of my life. But, you know, that's why I'm more grateful for the Christmases before and after. Because I didn't get shit for Christmas that year either. What am I doing? I need to park in the corner here. I put myself at an awkward angle. Anyway, that's the story. We went home on Christmas Eve, or Christmas, when we should have fucking stayed the whole weekend. But no. Drove home all day. Got there. Fucking kids opened their gifts, but no one got us a fucking thing. Not my dad, not this older sister. Nobody got us shit for Christmas. I was like, where's our gifts? Why didn't we get anything? Oh, your gift was the trip to Las Vegas that we wasted your time driving home early for. Worst fucking sister in the world. I kid you not. To go run off and get scared and be drinking heavily and to, really fuck up the Christmas with that. That was the worst Christmas of my life. I kid you not. I was depressed the whole time. Worst Christmas of my life. So, that's the story of Christmas. New Year's was no fucking better. I did not care to celebrate New Year's for a while. Because how hard those years were for me. Those years were so bad because of a lot of people, man. But my parents were at root of that too. So it's just the worst years of my life. But why did I feel the need to tell the story? Because it happened. That's why it happened. But anyway, I'm going to get in here and knock this building out early. Oh, man. Oh, it's still recording. Thought it wasn't recording for a second. Yeah. It is dead fucking quiet out here, man. There's only like 2 cars out here.